A judge granted the request to lower the bond for a North Texas teen facing capital murder charges.
A big thank you to Republican Judge Angela Tucker on her brave decision to lower the bond for Karmelo Anthony. Wasn't it great seeing him walk out of the courthouse?
Karmelo, do you have anything that you'd like to say to the victim, to the family of the victim? Why were you armed, sweetheart? Karmelo, why were you armed at school? Explain your self-defense. How is this self-defense?
That's our little sweetheart who's raised $430,000 and counting. The president of the Next Generation Action Network triumphantly posted, "Karmelo Anthony is safe at home. This moment is a reminder that a community united can never be divided." The journey ahead is long, but today we celebrate a victory for justice, for family, and for the power of people coming together to protect our youth. Thank you to everyone who stood with us. The fight continues, but tonight, Karmelo is home. Minister Dominique Alexander previously said this about the case.
We cannot allow white America to decide when and how black people can speak up against oppression. We do not pull the race card. We live it. We know that when people see a white and a black man in an unfortunate situation happen, that race always become a factor in that situation. And it's really because people don't want to really have a conversation about racial reconciliation in this country. And the current climate that we live in, where racism and bigotry is at the forefront.
But our boy Karmelo wasn't the only man who faced the right kind of justice. Take a look at this.
Moore is charged with aggravated rape, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, especially aggravated kidnapping, evading, and resisting arrest. DeJuan Moore's bond has been lowered from $800,000 to $300,000 in Judge Khadijah Babb's courtroom. Lowering bond like this undermines victims' pain.
That makes it seem like his life is more important than the victims that he sexually assaulted.
Sorry, maybe you haven't heard, but a community united can never be divided. In fact, we have another guy who could use a quality judge.
Kristen was sitting next to Jacob at this bus stop on the corner of 6th and Broadway when he was hit in the back of the neck with a hatchet by a stranger.
Seeing your husband get almost decapitated and being the only one to help, like it's hard.
The injury cut the artery in the back of his neck in half. It went so deep that it hit his skull.
The love of her life for over 11 years is in the ICU on life support. He's not expected to survive his injuries. Video surveillance captured the suspect walking away calmly from the scene.
I think we need to set up a GoFundMe for him immediately. We can easily raise $10 million for him.
3 days after the incident, officers were able to locate Michael at his home. Documents say during a search warrant, investigators found a hatchet in his apartment as well as clothes worn during the incident. Documents say Michael initially denied any involvement, but later admitted he had been drinking heavily and didn't remember anything. Records say the suspect then remembered confronting Jacob. Details as to what happened between the two men is still unclear.
Oh, see, it was probably self-defense. Jacob must have put his hands on him.
If you're going downtown while you're drunk, carrying a large machete like that, you have no other intentions other than to cause harm to somebody.
Quick! Somebody call the Next Generation Action Network. Our guy is about to be unfairly prosecuted.